This shit here's gotta stop. Hey, Nathan. YouTube was giving me some crap. Hey, Linda. Hey, Sharon. And from New York City, Didi, Sienna, Suzanne. Glad you made it, Sienna. Hey, Jade. Hey, Karina. Hey, Deborah. Lucy, from Canada. Welcome. Hey, Joe. Kathy. Sharon is drinking her morning protein shake. Well, Nathan, I believe that anything that you see is either an old video or AI, honestly. And somebody said, well, but the press pool is there. It's the press pool just ask him questions. If he's running the show as far as media is concerned, or if they are running the show as far as media is concerned, they're going to tell them what to put up there. Hey, Kat, Nana, and Judy. Happy Sunday, hon. Maxine, there you are. Well, pull out of it, Maxine. Here you are. Yeah, remember, spirit team. Well, I said my intuition said there's something going on there. Something wasn't right. The question, but I did have a question. Did he have the same hats in 2016 as he had on those videos? Are those the same hats? Hey, toe beans. Yeah, body double. That too. Hey, Teresa. Teresia. Sorry, sweetie. Sorry. Phyllis. No, not the same hats. Well, they could have AI'd that crap too. I can usually tell an AI. It looks like somebody copied and pasted somebody's image on there. Well, Deborah, we're going to find out if he's breathing or not. Okay? All right, Jade. We'll still be here when you get back, hon. Hey, God's pet. Hey, Erica. Now, after a while, I'm going to forget who's already I already said hi to. Yeah, Joe, I don't believe anything anybody says. Okay, I don't believe either. And there's there's one or two independent newsies that I'm questioning. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that right out there. Don't trust anything you see. Once we get everybody here, we'll straight out ask the question. Right, Kate. But we also have to be careful about wishful thinking. Okay. Keith Edwards. Yeah, I like Keith Edwards. There's another one. I think it's Jack something. I'm feeling kind of funny about him. Just because they're an independent newsie doesn't mean that they're not under somebody's control. Now, we know who is and who isn't, but right, Erica? No doubt. Listen, this is where you follow your intuition. Not what you want, not your wishful thinking. What does your intuition tell you? What does your real intuition tell you? Hey, Linda. Yeah, see, now I was watching. I looked it up on the internet about his well wishes for Taylor Swift and Mr. Kelsey. And I have to tell you guys, listen, I was a Chiefs fan, big time. Okay. And ever since the Super Bowl, nope. And then I found out that the NFL is not going to allow anyone to produce merchandise that has the rainbow on it. So I'm done with the NFL. All done. Well, we have an eclipse on the 7th, Kay. That's about things that are hidden coming out. What's BS, Candyman? Yeah, Labor Day. Hi, Sue. Sue's from Canada. We appreciate your spiritual, emotional, and physical support. Thank you. One of these days, they won't be able to say, well, America voted for him, because America did not vote for him. Hey, Laura. Yeah, they wouldn't let me. The first 2 times they wouldn't let me. Then I had to make sure I turned off everything else except for my son's internet. I turned off my laptop. I turned off my phone. And then I had to delete the first 2 I tried to pull up with the live. Yeah, right, Candace. Thank you. Yeah, I'm disappointed. Yeah, Nathan, there's a lot of Simpson predictions that like they'll show you one from the past. Well, the Simpsons predicted, and the time that they predicted it is way past. Some of you, again, we have to follow our intuition with that stuff. I don't believe every single Simpsons prediction. Nancy's broken angel. Oh, well, are you the one that asked me to look into that in the comments? I do have it written down. So let me see if I can find my Post-its. We'll talk about that. I haven't done any research on it. I know Karen had asked the spirit guides did, but I haven't watched. I don't have a lot of time to watch other readers. And I'm afraid to go off the page to do any research. So in a nutshell, tell me what the 31 Atlas Comet thing is. In a nutshell. Okay, Marnetta. Thanks for showing up, honey. Well, Deborah, he put the pressure on himself. All this trouble he's got, he created that. And thought he was going to get out of it without any consequences because he spent his life not paying consequences. I have experience with human beings who would do awful things to other human beings and not pay a consequence for it. Their consequence comes. And people say, well, we want to see it with our eyes. That's not up to us. His consequences are already coming, but the real consequences will be when he is experiencing his life review. That's when his consequences come. I don't have to see it because I know that's what's going to happen. And he's going to be stuck there for a long time. Sharon, your sister's like that. Yeah. Yeah. People, they just do stuff and don't pay a consequence. So I had an experience with a gentleman who he never paid a consequence for any of his actions. He would do this awful thing once a year. He'd do this awful thing. Okay. And he'd end up being, what's the word? I'm going to have to use the word gifted by his cousin would take him on a free trip to Florida. What the? He ended up going to prison for something. So people do pay consequences. May not be right this minute. Hey, Lisa. Lisa. Yeah, Lucy. The courts did say that, and that's a beautiful thing. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything because he's going to do whatever he wants to do. Yes, Carol, they are. But they're few and far between. Remember that the awakened and the people who are waking up way outnumber the M of the A of the G of the A's. Way out. They're just loud. There's not more of them. They're just loud. He who yells loudest rules the room. So we have to remember that. God's pet. Yeah. Karma's just in karma, everybody, not you, dear, but everybody throws that word around. Karma is nothing but whatever energy you put out, you get back. It's not a punishment. It's a consequence. The universe it doesn't care. If you put out good energy or bad energy, universe doesn't care. It just gives you back what you put out. Candyman, empty vessels make the loudest noise. Apparently. But I don't want to sit here and talk and trash about misguided humans, I guess. They serve a purpose too, Just remember. Yeah, Nathan, see, they're getting their videos from the media. And the media cannot be trusted. They don't want the information of what's going on with him health-wise getting out. Couchman does. He's good with that. He wants that power. Hey, Linda Guerrera. Guerrera. Sorry if I mutilated your name, dear. Well, Joe, if they do, it's because it's because they don't want to believe it, right? Not because they really want the truth. They just don't want to believe it. Greeting him with giving him the 3-finger salute, huh? Yeah, I don't, I mean, I don't think that happened. I don't think anybody has to. If he's still breathing, he is very sick. And he's old. And I'm not saying that because, you know, I'm no spring chicken, I'm a fall chicken. But he's old. And that's not about old people. That's just him. He's of age. He's closest to the sun near Mars orbit. Okay. Well, hopefully, and we're talking about 31 Atlas here. So apparently the comet won't harm Earth. It will be closest to the sun near Mars orbit. Okay, that comet's going to be a big deal. Okay. So what does a comet do? Let's figure out because I wouldn't know. Astrologically, what would a comet do? What would be the spiritual effects or the effects on Earth or the effects on our timeline? So yeah, Cat and I, they're going to believe this conspiracy. So a comet. So Spirit Team saying comes back around. All the comets, unless they land on a planet, they come back around and come back around. Okay, so comets are going to be about revealing things that are hidden again, right? Revealing things that are hidden, bringing them back around to us. Okay, we're going to ask, I'm going to write that down, Nancy. We're going to ask that question. Is it a UFO? I do believe that UFOs hide in the clouds. I woke up the other morning, it was like 6:30 in the morning. I love to look out my windows, all the leaves on all the trees. The area I live in has a lot of trees. It's beautiful. So I'm looking out the window and there's one cloud that is not moving. It's just sitting there. Didn't change its shape. Nothing. A good 10 minutes. So I mean, they're here, they've been here. They're getting ready to present themselves to more people. Not too many at once, because you know what especially not with this butthole in the egg-shaped office. Because let's shoot him down and there'd be a war. We'd lose. Hey, Brian. How's the weather in Portland? Hey, hold the light. You're fine. Okay, Karina, that makes sense. Karina says Atlas is special because it's from outside of our solar system. Had to happen sooner or later, right, Karina? Oh, Brian, tell me about it. But it's been beautiful here. It was 69 degrees here a couple days ago. It's like 72 here now. I need to get my butt out on the porch before I make today's videos. Put my feet in the grass. None of the internet shenanigans. Excellent, Erica. Listen, you know why? One reason I never watched the news, except for President Biden's campaign. I did watch that. And then I stopped after that. I don't watch the news because anything I need to hear, other people will tell me. Third time, Anita. Cat and I, you mean you need some fresh air? Or air that smells like trash? Because in the city, you might get that. The air conditioner someone gifted me has a dehumidifier. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Humidities, we have a very large lake here. I don't think it's the largest. I think it's the second or third largest. In America. Yeah, Ottawa, yeah. So, yep. Any of us near the Great Lakes get wicked humidity. Hold the light. I used a pendulum for you guys. I could straight channel every single. I used a pendulum in the cards for you guys. Hey, Oxford. Good for you, Cat Don. There you go. Ooh, you guys should see my plants. I had them out on the front porch all summer. Oh, they got so big. Thank you, Corinne. Yeah, we get that too. Lake Ontario, Anita. Yeah. But Buffalo gets it way worse than we do. Okay. Good juju towards Kay Jackson's sister, please. Okay. Hey, Daphne. Yeah, Anita. Hasn't been that bad the past about 15 years. I mean, in my city, we would get 6 feet of snow 7, 8 times a year. We've been very lucky. Hold the light. We are going to pendulum check that, and we'll pull some cards. So let me take care of my one piece of business here. Entertainment purposes only. And happy Labor Day weekend with all the people. See all the people? All the diversity. All right. I don't want to do rump roast first. Let's do the 31 Atlas first. Let's ask the pendulum if that's a U of the F of the O. All right. I haven't asked the question yet, Spirit Team. All right, let me hold it up for you. There we go. Spirit Team, you with us? That's a yes. All right, thank you. Clear and center, please. Is the 31 Atlas Comet really a UFO? That's a yes. Clear, please. Do the beings on this UFO have plans to visit Earth? Yes. And are they planning to do that soon? This year? Oh, there we go. That's a yes. Okay. And what month do they plan to do this? According to the current energies, December. Yeah. So I feel like December is going to be a month of a lot of information coming out, special events happening. Let's see, I have these. I have the list of eclipses. So we have an eclipse on the 7th. Total lunar, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, New Zealand. We'll see that. We had our turn last year, or the year before, didn't see nothing. It was cloudy here. I was very upset. Okay, so let's see if there's, I'm not seeing anything in December for eclipses. Okay. Let's see if we can find out what celestial event. What celestial event is going to happen in December that's big for humanity? Can you spell that for us? M O O N, moon. Okay, what about the moon? What's going to happen with the moon? H O T. Okay, is that going to affect the moon hot? Moon hot. Okay, so is that the heat going to affect the moon adversely? No. So are you saying, are you talking about the solar flares that have been happening? Yeah. So we're going to continue to have big solar flares in December. Yeah. So the solar flares are about giving us energy downloads, right? Sun is about abundance, about creativity, bringing things to light. So that makes sense. Okay. The moon's going to be fine. Okay. Will 31 Atlas hit the moon? That's a no. That would be awful if that happened. I mean, our extraterrestrial family is trying to prevent our annihilation, not allow it to happen. So I don't think that would happen. No, this is not Daphne Hunt. This isn't. They don't carry the bad juju, sweetie. They're observing. They're observing right now. They haven't stuck their nose in it. They haven't stuck their foot in anything. They're allowing us. We have free will. But if it came down to us annihilating ourselves, they would step in. All right, so here we go. You guys. All right. Is the current quote unquote president of the United States still breathing and walking around on planet Earth? That's a no. Okay. So can you spell out what happened to him? H E A R T. Heart attack. Spell the rest of it for us. Heart what? A T T A C K. Heart attack. So did he? I'm gonna double check this, you guys. Did he survive that heart attack? Says no. Can you show us what day he stopped breathing and walking around on the planet? Show us the day of the week. Still saying Tuesday. Is the current quote unquote vice president aware of this situation? Yes. How many other people in his cabinet are aware of this situation? 3. Okay. So are you telling us that all of these videos of him that they're showing are fake? Yes. So that clears that up. Okay, contrast, don't worry about that. The guides, spirit guides, every single person that we have channeled, including people's higher selves, have said he will be in there 1 month. And a big piece of the removal is the real information about contest selection pilferage, and that yeah, Karina, and that's going to be a big thing. And also, Couchman is tied to Epi. Maybe he died between, I mean, pinning down the days is hard, you know that. But that's twice they've said Tuesday. And, you know, I had some smart ass, okay, in the comments goes, well, that doesn't line up with blah, blah, blah. Don't poke holes in stuff, guys. Don't poke holes in people's relief, people's faith. Don't poke holes in it with those nasty comments. Keep it to yourself. Now, and I'm not talking to any of you. I'm just saying in general. Now, I don't say that, generally don't say that to people who talk like that, because it's not worth it, my energy to respond to them. I just remove their comment. And then that doesn't mean I remove other people's comments. If you're not being snarky or nasty, I don't bother with your comment. I give it a heart because I read them all. Oh yeah, Teal is yeah, Oxford. Yep. Well, yeah, because you know, honestly, Teal and Couchman are joined at the hip. What I miss here? Okay, Brian. So remember, energies change. His soul, I've been saying it. Spirit team's been saying it. His soul has been ready to cash in his chips. He's done what he was supposed to do. Enough people have woken up, and more people will wake up when truth starts coming out. You're not late, Marcy. You're here. That's a good possibility, Julie. I wouldn't put anybody down for something like that. But I believe that people in a position of power should be transparent. But, he's a good Catholic. Mm-hmm. He's one of those do what you want all week and then go to confession. I can do whatever I want as long as I go to confession. Okay, let's see, Marcy. Spirit team, is Rump Roast in a coma? No. Was he? Uh-huh. And what day was he in a coma? Tuesday. Yeah, I like it when you guys check your pendulums and your rods. Yes, Julie, that's it. They've been doing that. They did that when he disappeared for 3 days. Oh, here's a video of him. And we're all like, that's not him. His nose is wrong, his teeth are wrong, his ears are wrong, his jowls are wrong. You're fine, wounded healer. Yeah, I saw that too. I'm sorry that happened to her. She said, that was Susan Lynn. She said, I'm glad that my smelling Claire wasn't working. Yeah. Well, Anita, the spirit team and again everyone that we have channeled has said that they're going to have to try that again. All right, what month will the information come out that Rump Roast is no longer breathing and walking around on the planet? November, and that's okay. So what month will Couchman step in? And that's October. Okay, and the thing is going to be, they're going to have to say that he's sick. They're going to have to, every time they make excuses for him, like, okay, we can't tell him, that he's gone, so we're just going to have to say he's sick. What they're not really understanding is people aren't going to tolerate him being sick. They're going to have questions because it's not adding up. People aren't stupid. Well, some people are, but for the most part, people aren't stupid. Four Swords. Four Swords is it's about it should be a picture of someone lying down, a sword underneath them, and 3 swords above them. So it depends on how you translate that, but it can mean somebody in a coma. And the death card rarely means death itself. It generally means death, rebirth, and transformation. But if he, when he, because I need to, words are magic, Shelley. Use your words properly. So he's not breathing anymore. Okay. So that creates, there's the death. And then because of that, we have the rebirth and the transformation. Good, hold the light. That's what I've been saying. It's good. It's nice to know. It's nice to know you guys are hearing me. I'm glad that you're here in Spirit Team. We're going to focus on her little behind in that chair, not his walking out of it. Hers walking or sitting in it. Her sitting in it. Nathan, yeah, they're using body doubles in AI. Wounded healer, that is the immense amount of energy that we're all getting. It affects people differently. Headaches, can't think, nervous, anxious, nauseous, lightheaded. The headaches are because it's about the upper chakras right now. New energy coming in, so we have to release. So wounded healer, identify what it is that's old, stagnant energy, a person, place, thing, or situation, or a feeling, or a thought pattern, or a way of thinking, or I'm sorry, a way of being. Identify what it is that you need to let go of, and I guarantee that headache will go away. I'll just sit with your eyes closed and your feet's on the floor, your bare feet on the floor or on the ground, and envision yourself opening up that crown chakra and allowing all the crap that's in there that's useless to you. Imagine that leaving. Well, Brian, they're going to do it anyway. But the truth is coming out, okay, November. It's not that far. And so let's focus on this. We've all wanted him to be gone. Now he's gone. So let's focus on the future. And let the bad actors play their part and do what they do. You know, and it really irritates me when readers go, oh, take this reading with a grain of salt. Then what's the point in doing it? If you don't believe your own stuff, take it with a grain of salt to me means it's not believable. So we have to have a knowing, not faith, not hope, a knowing. So now is when we start really visualizing her there. Forget all the other noise. The other noise is just noise. It doesn't mean anything. On a human level, yes, we're outraged because people are full of crap and they're not telling the truth ever. One of my pet peeves is being lied to. I hate being lied to. Just say what's on your mind. We can work it out. But if you lie to me or come at me the wrong way, that we can't work that out because you're not open to it. And not you guys, but whoever. So we can take a deep breath, you guys. Take a deep breath. It's time to start breathing. And that will also help release the stagnant energy in us. All that stuff that's going on in the background, all that noise doesn't mean a single thing. How are we thinking? What are we thinking about? How are we feeling? The universe gives you what you're feeling, not what you say. Well, Carol, that's okay. Sometimes you have to separate yourself, but that's kind of what I'm saying. Now we can separate our energy from his. we could do that exercise that we used to do when we first started doing the lives, where we imagine both us and him, or you and him, or me and him, floating in space above the planet, and we're connected to him with an ethereal cord. And we take out our scissors and we clip that ethereal cord. And we say, I wish you well. And let him go and imagine him floating away from us. I refuse to stay attached to this person. I refuse to do it. I've been, you know, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with anyone or that I don't want to do this, but if I wasn't dealing with other people who need to detach from him, I'd have been detached from him a long time ago. Well, we'll send you good juju, all the light. Let go of that stagnant energy, sweetie. Well, wounded healer, we're still human. And I'm a sarcastic human. So I think, and I'm not going to say that we shouldn't think what we think. I'm just saying that we're better than that. It's okay to think what we think, but okay, think it and then be done with it and move on. We're better than that. Karina, some of those reps are guilty of things, and he has that he's holding those things over their heads, and some of them won't because other reps have allowed things to go where they've gone. Now, we know that's for a reason, but they don't necessarily know that. They're not thinking on a spiritual, I mean, some of them are, but they're not really thinking on in the spiritual aspect of things. How do you increase your vibration, Anita? I increase my vibration, I've mentioned this before, by watching dog videos in the morning. I start my morning off like that. You increase your vibration by focusing on the things that bring you joy and what is going on right this minute, not what's going on around us, what's going on right this minute. External situations do not have to dictate the way that we feel. Hold the light up. That's stuff like what you just said. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Words are magic. We talk things into existence. So we redirect what you just said, and thank you. It's a good example. We redirect what you just said into, just imagine Kamala Harris sitting in that chair behind that power washed and bleached desk in that egg-shaped office. Remove our focus from him altogether. He's gone. Anything, Spirit Team is telling me, anything you see that has to do with him on TV is fake. It's either a double or it's AI. Right? Brian, they're so sweet. They just love you no matter what you do. They could be Oxford. Warm water, honey. And there's, I saw that they're making eye drops for that as well, for the crusties. Put it in your search engine, see what it comes up with. Oh, you like the baby elephants? Yeah. Oh, they're so sweet. And Phyllis, you're gonna need a whole new everything, right? I said all of us need to send her 20 smudge sticks apiece. Have a smudge stick bonfire right in the middle of the White House. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Cat Nana. I can't do chicken broth. Yeah, I would honestly, I would go to the eye doctor and see what's going on with that. National exorcism. That's funny. It's true. Oh, good, Phyllis. We'll figure something out, Kay. We'll have a meditation visualization. Send cleansing energy to her in the White House. There you go. Hold the light. Hey, Shelly. Shelly Belly. Yeah, I watch those too sometimes, YG. It'll pass, Cat Nana. Yeah, Miss Anita, I like to see what it turns out. You know what I mean? How it turns out. I like to see the contrast of it. All right, let's pull some cards before I let you guys have at it. Oh, let's get a smudge first. I still have to do some videos. There you go, Oxford. Ouch. Okay, I'm doing this the proper way on video. What you see, it doesn't matter. It's about the intention. Good juju in, bad juju out. Okay. All right, Spirit Team, which cards? Which cards should we read? I can't see. Show me again. Oh, okay. These? These? Wait. These? These? All right, they want the Intuit Tarot. Haven't used that in a while. I have so many tarot cards. I have old ones. I was holding up a window with them. Good juju in, Deborah. Good juju in. You know what, Karina? The spirit team just gave me a great idea. What they should do is make that type of lawn work something somebody has to do for public service. I know that they do that a little, but not like that. Sweet hold the light. You know, they stopped selling the rings, by the way. Somebody was asking me about the rings. She says she couldn't find it. And they didn't. Then she contacted them and they said they don't have rings. I swear to God, I got it from outer spirit, but that's okay. Because I went to Etsy because I like the statement rings. The big ones. I like my little ones too, and I do wear those, but I can't even remember what I got. One was purple stone and one was a light blue stone. Can't remember what the stones were. They were, I'd never heard of them before. I don't know everything, you guys. All right. Just pull some cards real quick. Yeah, peppermint tea. That's a great idea. Now, eat some crackers. Cat Nana. Try some crackers, just like when you were pregnant. Works for me every time. I want to try something first. I want to try something. Behave. Tell my yes, no cards to behave. I just want to see something. If this doesn't work, I'm literally going to throw these away. And I made them myself. Maybe I had bad juju when I made them. I don't know. I'm not perfect. I get bad juju too. So don't forget, the 7th is our Zoom room where we can sit and talk all kinds of trash and maybe cuss a little if you want to. I do record it. I'm going to start recording it. I'm not going to post it anywhere, but I'm going to start recording it simply for kind of legal purposes so I can do my disclaimer. I don't need anybody coming back and say, well, you said. I'm not a therapist. I just have experience in the mental health field, but not as a therapist. All right. All right, you little stinkers. I just want to make sure. I'm going to ask a question in my head so I don't have to say the exact word. All right, my yes/no cards are not working. I got 5 no's about his passing. There's 30 no's and 30 yeses in this deck. And it is back asswards. I'm going to have to cleanse that deck. I'm going to have to put some different juju on. All right, what's this card? 10 of coins. Wealth, family legacy, wealth, patriarch, domestic duty, lineage, privileged. That just represents him. Queen of Swords, candid, quick-witted, direct, inner strength. Truth. Queen of Swords is a truth bringer. Oh, my spirit team and the 2 cards popping out at once, each. All right, we have Page of Wands. Yeah, I can't read that. I can't read that. Energetic. Powerhouse. Page of Wands. Energetic. We got Wands, fire energy. So energetic. Powerhouse. Lovable, rogue, exciting, charismatic, good news. Messages. The Sun. Energy rush. Radiant energy. Happiness, freedom, optimism, positivity, warmth, vitality, success, truth. More truth. Bringing all of those wonderful things. Happiness, freedom, optimism, warmth, success. Winter solstice, find the light within. Winter solstice is in December. So, okay. So expect our flower queen to be sitting on the throne around the winter solstice. So that would be December 21st or 22nd. Oh, the yes or no cards, I made those myself, so I'm not, it could be the energy in the paper on the cards. Okay, so I don't trust them right now. I could probably cut down the amount of cards I have. I really don't need 30 yeses and 30 no's. Hey, Renee, how you doing, sweetie? Betty. Six of Cups. I really can't read this. It's in yellow, light yellow. Comfort, comforting connection. Tenderness, sweet things in life, shared moments, innocence, soulmate. So this is what we're looking to go back to, innocence. Not ignorance. Innocence. Ace of Coins, new beginnings, an offer, stable, security, abundance, potential. I like that they're putting the coin on the plant. The Star. Wish granted. Contentment, spirituality, inspiration, altruistic, serenity, purpose, renewal, healing, hope, calm, faith. I prefer faith over hope. Hope sends off a message of, well, maybe. Faith says that it is done. Hanged Man, new perspective, aha moment, awakening, surrender, epiphany, release, let go, allow, yield. I like this one. December 21st. Thank you, Oxford. Yeah, so expect, well, it kind of goes together, right, Karina? Renewal and return of the light. There she is. 7 of Wands, worth fighting for. Face it head on. Don't back down. Haters gonna hate. Liberty. Liberty. It's a word to focus on. Okay, so this is what I think, because December, they're pretty much everybody's on vacation around the solstice. So I think that the finality of it, okay, don't be surprised if she's there over the holiday, but we may not know about it. They're going to have to really think it through on how they present this information. Spirit team just told me, okay, and we've always said this, that there's a good possibility that when she gets in there, there will be riots and there will be little tiny conflicts. Okay. And did we not get the 5 swords? Hostility, defeat, conflict, self-sacrifice, plot twist, abusive. Not by the rules. But on the flip side, variety, change it up, adapt, conquer self-doubt, embrace change, do it differently, make amends, unexpected surprises. So we're going to take that. Knight of Wands, shameless flirt, over the top, adventurous, rebellious, energetic, confident, charmer, excited, heroic, travel, sexy. Okay. Swept off our feet. Confident, energetic, adventurous. There it is. Hey, Dory. Hey, Miss Debbie. Thanks for showing up. Two again. All right. Queen of Cups. Creative idealist. Emotionally connected, being in the flow, deep feelings, empathetic, intuitive, psychic, loving. There she is. And 5 of Cups. Forgiveness, accepting change, ready to move on, healing, letting go. Healing would be the word I want to focus on. That's her upside down. It's her right side up. And the Knight of Swords. Coming and going, talkative, maverick, impulsive, impatient, focused. Let's see what the other side says. Not a very good card either way. Okay, but the Knight of Swords is about the task of bringing the truth, bringing clarity. Yes, Kay, I agree with you. We did get complacent, myself included. Just took it for granted that that was the way it was. A lot of things have to change on our end, and a lot of things have to change on their end too. I don't think so. Let's see. I'm going to ask the question that Karina just asked in my head, so I can use real words, real names. No. No, she does not know yet, Karina. Renee. All right. So we will pull a couple of cards from our, oh dear Lord, angels and ancestors. I do have the bigger one, but this one's easier for me to work with. Such good cards. Very hard to shuffle. Good cards. So these cards have a lot to do with animals and different native spirits. Broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Spring. See your seeds grow. So we have been planting the seeds of her there. And I want to tell you that nobody said that we're not supposed to be perfect. That's not our mission on the planet. It isn't to be perfect. It isn't to manifest perfectly. It isn't to visualize perfectly. It isn't that we're not ever supposed to have doubts and fears. We're human beings. We have those things. So one of the first things I like to tell myself is to cut myself a break. I don't have to be perfect. Anything I say to you, I say to myself. Yeah. Love me some Gavin Newsom right now. He's speaking rump roast language. And it's a shame that it had to come down to that he had to lower himself to that level. But it's working for him. Winter, take care of your needs. Ooh, pretty wolf. Anybody else? What's the word I want? Anybody else nesting already? Getting ready for winter? Oh, it's my pleasure, Stacy. I'll be making some a little later. So I probably will pull cards on him his exiting of the planet for a video, and then we'll channel. We'll channel somebody. I got a long list, and I'll get to everybody's at some point. But somebody said, who'd they say? Somebody asked me if I would channel. I'm terrible with names. Terrible. Names of anything. People, songs. They wanted me to channel one of the one of my native family, Apache. Anywho, he was very well known. I can't. That's all I can't remember who exactly. I can see his face. I can't remember who, or what his name is. All right, so we have 2 again. Traveler, move in a new direction. And Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Oh, didn't show you the other one. Sorry about that. Traveler. So one of my daughters is experiencing the universe doing for her what she can't do for herself. And it has taken every ounce of my energy not to help her. I'm not going to do it. She needs to learn this lesson. Cochise. No, it wasn't Cochise. I can't remember. But you'll find out when we channel him, Marcy. Holy crap. I need to go lay down. I'm just kidding. Marcy, right? I'm like, me too. I'll answer to anything. Just don't call me Shirley. I had an Aunt Shirley. She wasn't a nice person. Sitting Bull. Thank you, Linda. Excellent. Lots of energy coming through, Deborah. Allow it. Allow the energy, but you got to get rid of the bad juju first. Get rid of the stagnant stuff. Well, I appreciate you guys showing up, Brian. Possibly, Brian. I might have related to that. Don't call me Shirley. Yeah, my Aunt Shirley was not a pleasant human. Aunt Martha was my favorite aunt. Yeah, there you go, wounded healer. Oh, you're going to call me? Oh, my goodness. I know, Marcy. Sometimes autocorrect will get me, and I'll be like, and every time I'm like, freaking autocorrect. It was funny. It was stupid funny. And sometimes my children will watch these movies that are just the most idiotic things I've ever seen. And they're loving it. And I'm like, yeah, but you watch the stupid, funny 80s movies. Those are way better. Oh, hold the light. We'd actually been speaking. She sorta. But we had our first real conversation. We've been speaking since January of 2024. She finally decided to pull her stinger out of whatever resentment she had. She's a Scorpio. And We had a real good chat. She's like, I never wanted to be my mother. I said, no, every child says that. I don't want to be my parents. But, it's like one of my missions on the planet was to remove at least one link from the chain of the genetic chain of abuse and addictions and stuff like that. And I let her know that she was here to do that too. We're not here to fix all of it. We're here to remove a link in the chain. You guys too. I'm not doing anything. I did get some steak. I might get a steak. Maybe I'll get steak out of the freezer for tomorrow. Steak and mushrooms. One thing at a time, Kat and Anna. Get to feeling better. Get to feeling so you're up to it first. Don't push it. It'll happen when it's supposed to. All right. Thank you for showing up, you guys. And please thank our moderators. Moderator Karina. All the hearts. I'm gonna let you guys chit chat between yourselves. Tuesday will be our Pampered Pets Psychic Podcast. If you want to attend that. Now, a reminder, only this first time that we do this is anybody allowed, okay? After that, it's going to be strictly paid subscribers on SUBSTACK. I need to get on there and do something. I've just been trying to figure out a topic. So, because I don't really want to transfer what I do on YouTube to Substack, then you guys got to watch it twice. I try to keep it more spiritual on Substack. Anywho, so that is Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, Leonard's on I'll have to put Carol Burnett down. Leonard Nimoy is on my list. I'll write down Carol Burnett. For the channel video today, I really want to channel somebody who's related to politics. So, help out a sister. Who do you want to hear from that's related to politics? I'd really like to. Spirit team's telling me to talk to someone related to politics about the situation. Rod Sterling is on the list too already, honey. John Lewis. Did I do John Lewis? I might have done John Lewis. I'd have to look on my list. I'll write them down anyway in case I didn't. I think I did John Lewis. You know, if you're looking for a specific person, now if it's Rump Roast or it's Epi or it's Couchman, I don't use their actual name, so wouldn't be able to put that in the YouTube search, okay, for my videos. So put whoever it is that you want channeled and see if I've already done a video. Tim Russert. I think we did JFK Sr. and he's rolling around in his grave. He's disgusted. Oh, honey, Candy, it's all good. You can, like I said, just put John Lewis in the little search bar above my videos, and that it'll come up for you. We did Ruth. Okay, so maybe we'll do Tim Russert, but I have the other people written down. These guys, yeah, we did our RGB. We did her. She's one of the first people I channeled as far as this situation is concerned. Oh, you're fine, Candy. It's all good. Yeah, or I knew who you meant, Kay. I knew who you meant. I think we did him too. And he was, well, we did him. And he was like, the words kiss butt came to mind. I don't think I mentioned that. You know, got to be cool, but you know, when you're making the videos, but he did use the word kiss butt. President Eisenhower. All right, I have people too. I think we'll do Tim Russert today, but Eisenhower will be on the list. The senator that was recently, I don't remember who that is, hon. Might have done FDR, I'm not sure. I'm gonna write it down. Look at how the African American community is doing a year from now. As I'm reading that question, I'm picking up a lot of confusion, because he backtracked us with this racism. He backtracked us 10 years. Hold on. State was that? I think it was Minnesota, Julie. Well, think on it and put it in comment section on the videos, you guys. You don't have to hurt yourselves right now. It'll come to you. Melissa Hortman. Okay, thank you. I am going to do Ozzy Osbourne. My Oz. But it's not time yet. Where'd you go? Hortman. Okay. All right, you guys, that's enough for now, but leave your ideas of who to channel in the comment section of the next videos. I think we got Prince written down. I do try to do a musical. Well, because of the energy right now, I've kept it on political figures or reporters or whatever. Colin Powell. I thought we did Colin Powell. Maybe not. Well, we did Harriet Tubman. So put her in the search bar above my videos. Hey, Susan B. Anthony lived here in Rochester. Her house is a historic monument right now. I think we did Colin. Sacagawea. So don't be offended if you don't see me doing these right this minute. I will get to them. Bye, Oxford. Feel better, honey. I hope you have a good day too, Pat. And we have a homeless shelter here called Sojourner House. Or it's not homeless, it's a halfway house. Sojourner House. Harriet. I think we did Harriet. Pretty sure Oxford. I know I can't keep track of my own videos. I don't expect anybody else to. I'll write it down, but I'm pretty sure we did her. Frederick Douglass. Okay, so I'm going to share a little story before I leave. So I used to run this ghost hunting group. This is probably 20 years ago. We are called Phantom Finders, and we do these little tours of Mount Hope Cemetery and whatever, the cemetery out in Fairport, whatever. So before we did that, now I don't like to be tested. I don't. Sometimes a person will get a reading from me because they're testing me. I'm not. No, I'll give you your money back. But so my partner, okay, says, let's go by Frederick Douglass' house, which is by a park called Highland Park here. I said, okay. The stuff that I saw that happened to that man, he watched his family members get hung. He watched a lot of stuff, and they made him watch. Okay. Now, there was this huge tree you could drive a car through. Okay. And it was part of the underground tunnel. And it was perfect. You wouldn't know that there was a tunnel under there. It's a tree. So cool. All right then, Cat Nana. Yeah, I'm wounded healer. I'm respecting his family's energy right now. He's crossed over. He pretty much immediately. So, well, he was in sobriety, so he knew about making amends and taking accountability for his own actions. So his his life review was like that. Who's Dale and Spratt? Karina. Miss Karina. Ghost Hunter guys. Yeah. Yeah, we actually had a show. I don't know what happened to that. I don't know why. Nobody told me why it didn't go anywhere, but it didn't go anywhere. What they had it on the public access. It was pretty cool. I would have done that the rest of my life. Well, Wounded Healer, make sure you watch for the hype. Use your intuition. You know, I used to watch the actual Ghost Hunter show. As I think twice, you might have actually seen something. And I used to laugh because it's like, you guys been doing this crap for 25 years, and you're still acting surprised when something happens. Just saying. Ghost Brothers. I'm happy you're here, Miss Cat. All right, I could sit here and run my mouth all day. So I have all these peoples here. If I didn't get to you, put it in the comment section in the next videos, one of the next videos, okay? I do pay attention. Thanks for showing up, you guys. Much love and many blessings. I'm looking right in the camera. Much love and many blessings. Later, taters. See you next time.